Can we continue on speaking English, learning English? You know what? Chapter 27 Public Speaking for Beginners. Public speaking in English can be challenging, but with simple strategy and practice, anyone can speak confidently in front of group. The chapter will guide you to start small, improve your skills, and enjoy in public. Number one, overcoming nervousness. Tips to manage nerves. Take deep breath before speaking. Prepare what you want to say in advance. Start with small audience like friends or family. Focus on your message, not a mistake. Smile and maintain positive body language. Example, I am little nervous, but I will do my best. Prepare your speech. Step to prepare. Choose your topic, something you know or enjoy. Make an outline, introduction, main points, conclusion. Use simple language, short sentences, and common words. Practice aloud. Repeat until comfortable. Example, my favorite hobby. Introduction, I love painting because it relaxes me. Main points here, I usually paint a landscape and portraits. Conclusion, painting makes me happy and creative. Speaking clearly, speak slowly, don't rush your words, pronounce words correctly, practice difficult words, pause, gives listener time to understand, use gestures, hand movements, or facial expression, emphasize points, record yourself to hear how you sound and improve. Start your speech. Good openings, greetings, good morning, everyone. Question: How have you ever tried painting? Fact: Did you know that English is spoken by over 1.5 million people? Personal story: I want to tell you about my first trip abroad. A strong opening grabs attention. Ending your speech. Good closing. Summary: in conclusion, painting helps me relax and express myself. Thank Thanking audience. Thank you for listening. Call to action. I encourage you to try painting this weekend. Always and confidently and politely. Practice activities for beginners. Activity 1, short speeches. Prepare a 1 to 2 minute speech on a simple topic, your favorite food, your family, your favorite hobby. Activity 2, introduction. Practice introducing yourself in 30 seconds. Name, where you are from, your interest. Activity 3, role play presentation. Pretend you are giving a speech to a small audience. Use gesture, eye contact, and clear pronunciation. Tips to improve public speaking. Practice regularly, daily or weekly short speeches. Start small with friends, family, or online groups. Watch native speakers and notice pronunciation, gestures, and pauses. Use notes. Don't memorize word for word, just main points. Stay confident. Everyone makes mistakes. Focus on communicating ideas. Public speaking is a skill that improves with practice, preparation, and confidence. Start small, use simple language, and gradually speak in front of larger audience with consistent effort. You will be able to speak clearly and impressively in English. Training your ear to English sound. Training your ear to English sound means learning how to recognize, understand, and distinguish the sounds of spoken English. Many learners can read English well, but struggle to understand it when native speakers talk. This happens because spoken English often sounds faster, smoother, and different from written English. By training your ear, you become more comfortable listening to English in real life conversations. English has many unique sounds, stress patterns, and rhythms. When people speak naturally, words may connect, shorten, and change slightly. For example, what are you doing? May sound like what you're doing to listeners. Training your ear helps you recognize this natural speech patterns so that you can understand English more easily. One important part of training your ear is actively listening. Actively listening. This means carefully listening to English through conversation, podcast, videos, or songs. When you listen regularly, your brain begins to recognize common words, pronunciation, and sentence patterns. Over time, it becomes easier to understand different accents and speaking speeds. Hmm? Another helpful method is listening and repeating. After hearing a sentence, try to repeat it exactly as the speaker says it. This helps you to notice pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. It helps improve both your listening and speaking skills. Learners should also practice focusing on sound instead of individual words. Instead of trying to understand every single word, try to understand the main idea of what is being said. As your listening improves, you will naturally start catching more details. Watching English movies, listening to conversations, and practicing with native or fluent speakers are excellent ways to strengthen your listening ability. With a regular practice, your ear becomes trained to recognize English sounds more quickly and naturally. In summary, training your ear to English sound helps you understand spoken English better, improve pronunciation, and communicate more confidently in real life situations. Listening often and practice consistently are the key to success. Those are the key to success. Listening to song and stories. Listening to songs and stories in fun activity way to improve English listening skills. When listeners listen to English songs or stories, they become familiar with how words sound, how sentences are formed, and how people speak naturally. This method helps learners develop better understanding while enjoying the learning process. Songs are especially helpful because they have rhythm, repetition, and clear pronunciation. Many English songs repeat important words and phrases, which help learners remember new vocabulary more easily. Music also makes learning enjoyable, which encourages learners to listen more often. Stories are another excellent tool for learning English. When you listen to stories, you hear complete sentence, natural expression, and different ways people communicate ideas. Stories also help improve imagination and understanding because they often have characters, even and emotions that more make the language meaningful. Listening to songs and stories also help listeners understand introduction and pronunciation. Intonation is the rise and fall of the voice in speech. By listening carefully, listeners begin to recognize how English speakers express queries, excitement, sadness, and surprise through their voice. Another benefit is that song and stories help learners learn new vocabulary in context. Instead of memorizing isolation words, learners hear words used naturally in sentences, which makes them easier to understand and remember. To practice effectively, learners can listen to the same song or story several times. First, listen for the general meaning, then listening again to catch new words or phrases. You can also repeat sentences or sing along with song and practice pronunciation. In conclusion, listening to songs and stories is enjoyable and powerful way to improve English skills. It helps learners develop better listening ability, pronunciation of vocabulary, and overall understanding of the language, which making learning more interesting and engaging. And engaging.